This is Jeff from iBike Kansas, and today I'm going to be walking you through my bicycle commute to work. Lately I've been trying to ride my bicycle to work 2 to 3 times a week. My commute is just over 15 miles and it takes me through 5 different cities. It starts in Lenexa, Kansas, goes through Shawnee, Merriam, Kansas City, Kansas, and finishes in Kansas City, Missouri. My commute starts at about 6 a.m. and it takes me about an hour to get to work. This video is shot in August, so it's still a little bit light out in the morning. The first part of my commute is on the Little Mill Creek Trail, so that takes me through Lenexa and puts me on the road in Shawnee. When I commute, I like to use a flashing light on both the front and the back of my bike. I find it's much more visible than a steady light. In fact, I've had cars come in from a crossing intersection and almost hit me because my steady light did not get their attention. I wouldn't ride on the road at any time of day without a flashing headlight. A big part of my commute is on bike lanes, bike trails, or roads that have light traffic. One exception is crossing Shawnee Mission Road. It's not too bad in the morning before the traffic builds up, but coming home in the evening can be very stressful. The problem is not only the traffic, but people really are not used to seeing cyclists on this road, so you really have to be on full alert. A good part of my commute to work is on bicycle lanes. This section through Shawnee is really one of my favorite parts of the ride. They have really nice bike lanes, there's not a lot of traffic, and it really makes for a comfortable and relaxing ride. There are a few sections of road in Shawnee without bicycle lanes, but they do have share the road signs up, and drivers through this section are pretty used to seeing bicycles on the road. Once I get into Merriam, Kansas, the route gets a little more tricky. Here I'm going down Merriam Drive, which really doesn't have any bike lanes, and the roads just aren't very well maintained. It's not too bad in the morning when the traffic is light, but coming home in the evenings can get a little bit tricky. One of the challenges in the morning is the sun, so during this part of the ride I'm going directly into the sun, which I think also limits the visibility of the drivers, so that just makes for a little extra challenge. For this part of the ride, I'm getting on to Merriam Lane, which is in Kansas City, Kansas. And Merriam Lane has just been redone, and they put in big, beautiful bike lanes on both sides of the road. So I want to thank Kansas City, Kansas. Great job. I wish more of the city would follow your lead and really focus on building out bike lanes and bike infrastructure. Here I am riding past the Boulevard Drive-In. It's kind of a landmark in this part of the city. So the new bike lanes on Merriam Lane take me all the way down to Southwest Boulevard. And Southwest Boulevard also has very nice bike lanes. A lot of times there's a lot of traffic on Southwest Boulevard, but with the bike lanes, really don't have any issues. I did, however, pick up a nail in this area, which caused my rear tire to flat. I've been commuting now for probably a year, and that's the only time I've had any kind of mechanical issues. There is a spot here where the bike lane goes out to make way for a turn lane, and once in a while drivers get a little confused in this section, so you do have to be a little bit careful here. It's about this point in my ride where I cross over from Kansas City, Kansas into Kansas City, Missouri. It's also one of my favorite parts of the ride because I get to go past another Kansas City landmark, the Boulevard Brewery. The reason I like riding through this section is it always smells like beer. I love it. It's at this point that I enter the crossroads area of downtown Kansas City, and that takes me underneath I-35, which is the highway I normally take to work when I drive. And it's always bumper to bumper traffic, so at this point I'm really happy to be on my bicycle. This last section of Southwest Boulevard through the Crossroads District does get a little heavy traffic, but it's just a short distance until I turn and make my way up Wyandotte into downtown Kansas City, where my job is. This last section of my ride up Wyandotte is a bit of a hill, but it also gives me some great views of downtown Kansas City. To the left you've got the Kaufman Performing Arts Center. To the right you have the Power and Light District, and you also sometimes can get some beautiful sunrises off to the east, so it's one of my favorite parts of my ride. So that takes me to the last part of my ride into downtown Kansas City. I ride past the Marriott and into the parking garage at my work. What I really like about my work is they have a bike rack in the parking garage, so it's fairly sheltered, fairly safe place to park my bike. Obviously I still lock my bike up, but I really don't have to worry about anything happening to it because there's always a lot of people around, and I think it's pretty secure in the parking garage. So at this point I'm very hot and sweaty, as you might guess, but fortunately I have a gym membership at the Marriott just across the street from my work, so I'm able to use that to take a shower and get dressed for work. So I hope this video has inspired you to try bicycle commuting to work, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe, and look for more videos from me about bicycle commuting and just bicycling in general in the state of Kansas and beyond.